Ho! Hello, guys. Ooh, that was too loud, I think. Wasn't it? Okay, let me. Let me give you the welcome. I was it took a bit longer than I than I usually do. I was talking a few things here in the stream, so it take a bit longer. But as I said, I'm already feeling pumped today. I'm feeling really like playing. So last few days we've been having a very good run. So I'm hoping to continue with that. I mean, it's not only a run. I also felt that I was doing pretty well in terms of performance. Obviously, that usually goes together. but yes, really wanna really want to start playing today. So let me give you a heads up in the chat. And yes, I don't think I need to set up anything else. Let me bring this a bit lower. And okay, we can start already with yeah, we're just gonna start already with the tables. I've been doing a lot of things lately, as some of you already know. I'm working on a YouTube video, which is taking way longer than than I would like. But this is how it goes. Like anytime you embark yourself in a new project, you never know how long it is gonna take. And for now, it's taking a decent amount of time. But I'm really excited about it actually. So really feeling like the project is already hot. I can already wanna get rid of it, but not just yet. Hopefully, I'm gonna have it for Thursday. I'm gonna try and push it as much as I can. Gonna work on it after this streaming actually, and yeah, I will keep you updated. And on Thursday, we will also be checking the results. So that's gonna be a fun day, hopefully. So yeah, no more rambling. Let's jump into the session and let's jump into the chat because you guys were saying some things already. You've been active. But first let me open a few tables so we can get the cards coming, and then I'll go with the chat. I'm gonna do the classic one of just opening tables on my own. First one already here. Heads up. Don't know anything about the guy. 1/3. It's usually gonna be a regular. Enough already to get rid of the table, I think. And river. It's gonna be holding some queen X, some pocket pairs, a lot of air. Do you wanna go overbet? Like probably in theory I do. It's all about practice though. He put too much pressure. Yeah, he's gonna go with 75. Okay, some short stack join to my right. Yeah, I think that kind of hand probably versus an overbet will not be calling off, so. Okay, so what's the difference in skills between NL 109? Don't know about the level. just kidding. And NL 500. So, well, from what I've been seeing in my students, I think it often comes to, well, I mean, obviously being more aggressive overall, but specifically in the weird lines, we could say like the like those in the how do you call those lines? Like there's a name for those, like the check lines. You know, if either you check flop, you check turn. I think those kind of lines are often, well, and most players in the N100 pool, they are very often played quite poorly, like both with the bluffs mainly, because those are lines that are very overfolded by the pool, and then also with the bluff. Sorry, with the value, that you can go super wide for value. People do not do that. So those lines, and then also playing versus recreationals, like yes, it's so many people in those levels just like playing so far from maximizing the AV versus recreationals. And well, in the end, that's where your win rate comes from. Like you can break even or win a few blinds versus a regular. Okay, 2-3 blinds, yeah, that's okay, or even lose if he's better than you. But the players that you're gonna extract 50, 100, 200 big blinds from them, those are the recreational. So if you're actually able to play fine versus like good versus recreationals, and okay, or even bad versus regulars, you're gonna be crushing. Guajevilla from Andorra. Hello, hello, Scratax. Hello, hello, Jose Rivas. Yeah, it looks like a recreational. Also recreational. And this board, oh, we're just gonna be checking here. Be multi-way. Even though betting wouldn't be horrible. With 2 overs, some backdoors. And in this table, I will be squeezing with this queen. Okay, works out. Now back to the Queen Jack versus an open from Inwa. I'm just gonna call for now. If I know he's loose enough, I can actually go for a squeeze. Sorry, for a 3-bet. And now he's folding. Okay, got a couple of hands now. A7 opening. And here I'm c-betting after raising over the limper. And here I have two options. Either a bet small. They get falls by all the pockets. I already do, yes. Yeah, it's gonna go this side, which he folds pockets. Probably doesn't fold king X, but that's fine, I think. That way more pockets than king X. And here this guy, he went for a min 3-bet. Okay. Half pot flop, half pot turn. I think I'm going to call. And I'm jamming it in. Yeah, for sure. He has tons of bluffs, and then can also be folding whatever hand. Please fold. His line looks so weak. Ooh. 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 Okay. Here, what do you want to do? Barrel. Do I? Let's check. In this situation, checking back is better with this SPR. I have a couple of hands again. Okay, now I guess I jam it in. He has nothing behind, right? After betting pot, he's unlikely to fold, I feel. Yeah. Hold now? Yes. Okay, and this guy, this one interesting. I'm not gonna fold. 1/3. 3 betting. Whoa. Only poker. What the hell? Okay. This situation, yes, there you go. So yeah, it was let me show the hands because I didn't show the full action. So in the first one is the A7, which we went to 125 and he min raised or close to min raise to 275, so like 5 blinds, 5.5 blinds. So I just assume we don't really fold any hand. So went for the call, and then flop he goes for half pot size, so even smaller. We have the heart with 7 of hearts, call. Turn a 3 being a gut shot. We call again, and then he bets half pot. You know, he's using all the time like super weak sizings. By weak, I mean sizings which contains a lot of bluffs or a medium hand at best. So versus that range, I just think we need to shove it in. Then the king jack. Well, I think you saw that one. And then we have the jack 9 hand, which I open from UTG. Get a call from MP, who I assume he's a fishy guy. I bet flop. He calls. Turn is a king, which doesn't bring that much to my hand. And I don't have that many good bluffing opportunities on the river, so I was going to check fold, but then he uses like $2 into 9. So now I just gotta call for odds. I mean, assuming he's a recreational, he's actually gonna be well, still holding decent amount, like probably even pocket pairs, which I have equity against, some 10x. Don't think a king bets that sizing. And then by the river he bets like half pot. And the thing is, like, he doesn't really rep that many kings for what happened on the turn, so I imagine he can be still holding many bluffs, like ace jack, ace queen, even some random ones, you know, like queen 8 of spades, or a pocket pair. So yeah, as you see, I don't like folding, but sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Ooh, what? And now we have a hand here, ace king. Can you beat Drake by playing only 4 tables? Well, if anything, like if you, yeah, like the fact of playing, like by playing less tables, well, you get less rake back. So yeah, it goes against beating Drake, but then you also have better, in theory. I mean, if you're playing, well, I mean, not in theory, in practice, if you're playing less tables, you're gonna be playing more focus, and your win rate should be higher. So, yeah, usually, you know, you have both those things going one against the other. But I do think that focus is going to bring you a higher win rate than rakeback. So yeah, I think you can beat the rake by playing only 4 tables. Must be a nightmare to play versus you. Well, could be, but you know, like if you know how to play versus the aggro color guys, you can actually make a lot of money versus me. Hopefully they don't find out though. I'm gonna open here because him just flatting kings from UTG, I think that clearly tells that he's likely to be a guy on the passive side and likely on the tighter side as well. Okay, the hand a7 of was first hand. I would play it very different play, which is just fold on flop. Can you explain why did you call twice versus half pot? What if the river wouldn't complete flush, we still raise a bluff? Yeah, yeah, the thing, like, I don't fold flop because the sizing looks pretty weak. You always have to think how a recreational thinks, and already the pre-flop sizing is weak because whenever you're holding a strong hand as a recreational, you're just gonna go big in general. So if he's holding ace king or aces or kings or queens or jacks or tens or ace queen, like, it's likely to go 9, 10 big blinds, 12, 15. The 5.5, like the super tiny c bet, 3 bet is usually a clear tell that he's holding a medium weak hand. So that's why I call pre-flop. Then, I mean, because of the pot odds and obviously, and also because of the weaker range. Then on the flop, well, I have the same read from pre-flop, and now he reassures that he's actually quite weak because he goes for like a 40% c-bet. Again, if they have a strong hand, they're likely gonna go for bigger size. So I have some backdoors. I'm obviously, like, I call there because I'm planning to do stuff. Like, I'm not gonna be calling to hit. Like, I'm going, like, knowing that he has a lot of weak hands, I'm gonna be putting a lot of pressure on turns and rivers. And on turn, when I have a gut shot, I have some showdown. So and he keeps the sizing again quite weak. So I just decide to call. And on the river, I was planning to go very aggressive, to be honest. I was a bit dependent on the river. Like if I hit a 7 or an ace, I would just call. In most rivers, though, I was likely gonna raise as a bluff or bluff if he did check. Yes, because I mean, I'm not just like calling because of no reason. Like the main thing here is that I'm floating against a very weak range. Therefore, I know I'm gonna have a lot of opportunities to take the pot by bluffing or bluff catching. So if river, brings the like an 8 and he goes hot pot again, I would probably jam it in because I don't want to lose to ace 10 or ace 9 or whatever, or like a weak pair. Let me give you guys my YouTube channel, because as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, and as I've been mentioning for a few last streamings, I'm working on a YouTube video in which I will be uploading my 2024 results. I will be reviewing the biggest spots played, and it's gonna be a sick one. And I already have it. Like, just need to get the final little details, and I will have it uploaded hopefully for next Thursday. So it's gonna be my first YouTube video in my first YouTube channel as well. So yeah, if you subscribe, you can make sure that you don't miss it out. So there you find the link, the chat. Okay, got a couple of tables open. This one is pretty good. I have no time bank though because I spent too much time just before. Which is something I'm always remembering myself not to do, especially here in the streaming. It's happening way too often, in which I end up tanking a lot in a stupid decision, and then when I have a big pot, I have no time bank, which sucks. But well. We have two possible recursions here to our right. So we have the best seat, the Jesus seat against both of them, which is pretty sick. Yeah, checking back. A lot of pots going on here. Hoping to see a queen. Let's go. Get a couple of hands. Got 3-bet though. The king 9 can't really defend that. And king queen, he is false, sadly. And here, unless this guy gets in, yeah, it's fallen. If this guy gets in, I could see some merit for continuing in some way or the other, but they open 3.5. I think people are going to be playing quite tight. At least until they notice that I'm not opening that that tight myself. been noticing that your last few streams went pretty well. I was doing some reflection on why might that be. I mean, obviously, just better run, but well, not in the last stream, but in the last month or a couple of months, I've been playing a bit more chill in the sense that, well, I just wasn't focusing on doing 2 hours of stream or like keeping the stream for yeah, for a certain amount of time. I've just been playing a bit better with the flow, which is usually what I do in my own games. I just you know, I can play a 30-minute session. If I open, I see the tables are not good and I feel that I'm not playing that well either. Or if I have really good tables, I'm feeling well and so on, I may play for 2-3 hours, or even longer. And well, that's what I've been doing here in the stream. Like, I cannot be as flexible, but I definitely been a bit more flexible with that, and well, I think that's been an improvement. So gonna keep doing that. Couple of playable hands. Ooh. Okay. And for a 3-bet, now I'm gonna play 1/3. And it's gonna be pretty hard not to stack off this hand. Yep. I mean, I do actually feel pretty well about my hand, if I'm being honest. Because I'm kings, queens, jacks, very likely to just jam it in pre. So it's likely to be a flush draw here, I'm guessing. Or aces, yeah, I mean, aces, it's definitely in his range. Don't expect that. Aces with a club, raise it on the flop. Painful. So I need to open another table. Okay. I'm going to be c-betting here. Just taking it down. And here I'm playing a blind versus blind spot. Check flop. And then this turn. I guess my hand is too much showdown, right? It's not crazy to turn into a bluff, but blind be blind, I'm guessing is just too much showdown. Need to check call. Nine seven. That sucks. Really sucks. Here I'm ISO in 5-4 suited. He's been playing quite chill post flop. Just hoping to see a lot of falls here already. He doesn't, and the ace comes in the turn. Okay. Okay. Going to keep the initiative. Yeah. I think can be folding a lot of hands in there, like some weak gut shot that he called on the flop. 9x might fold. Maybe not, he doesn't fall to that size. But some pocket pairs, thing like that. So. Arthur, hello, hello. Tables are not looking great. This one open, but that's about it. May play a bit of Russian cast on the side while we keep this one open. And probably not gonna play for too long. Where's Arthur from Bluff the Spot? He used to stream. The Brazilian guy, I mean, yes, that was a very long time ago, actually. Don't know where he is right now. But yeah, he was. I definitely I remember watching him when I joined Bluff the Spot. I think as a student. I think that's when he was doing the streamings and YouTube videos and was quite active in the community. But I have no idea, to be honest, about where he is right now. Sixes, just check him back. Hmm. Here I went for an open. Tried to ISO myself versus the whale. Didn't work out. Don't think I want to do much versus 20 BPAP guy. I think his range is gonna be way too strong. If that same line is taken by a 50 BPAP, things like that, and it changes completely. Yes, the wideness of the range is so important for the AV of some floats. Yeah, for the AV of your overall range. Man, super tight guys here. Like, guys are pretty tight already in the regular tables, but in Snap is another level. Okay, this looks like Reggie guy. So he has a source stack though. I assume he's gonna be a bit fishy. So I think I can get away with the loser 3 bets. In the other table we have nothing going on for now. This guy is playing a lot, but we haven't really gotten a hand to ISO ourselves. So, 1/3 here. It's gonna keep a lot of overcards here. Yeah, I want to barrel. Sure. And bluffing on the river, like I think now his range is gonna be very pocket pair heavy. He's holding many 9x. Yeah, I think going for the overbet there. Bit afraid, like if I go half pot, he may call with 8s or 7s. So don't mind him for the small overbet. He's never holding a king. I mean, king x of spades mainly, but that's about it. Be 9-8 over here. Get a call and the guy seems pretty tight. Still get a gut shot, some decent backdoors. Prefer betting this hand rather than checking and losing the initiative. Now, well, he's definitely holding a lot of pair plus draw hands, especially if he has a tight range. If he's not gonna be holding queen 5 or those kind of hands, it's gonna be more likely to be jack 9, queen 10, heavy. So I think I'm gonna go for a big size, hoping to see little full equity. Okay. Where in Thailand are you living? Phuket or Bangkok? Yeah, I prefer not disclosing my location, as for privacy reasons. Just seeing if you're a city guy or a beach guy. Well, I can answer that. Yeah, more of a beach guy. More of a beach guy, yeah. Yeah, definitely do not like that much the city because, well, yeah, but seems it's usually pretty stressful for me. I prefer just, you know, going out and having nature, or just even if it's not nature, just having a quiet street, or yeah, not that much noise as you said. And in the end, I'm not a guy that uses that much the services or the, you know, the shops and so on in the big cities, which is, or even working opportunities. Like all those things for me, obviously, like working opportunities, like I do everything online, and oh, that's not it. And then well, yeah, I'm not really a guy that likes going like shopping or really using most of the services that you find in the big cities. So yeah, I'm more of a small city guy or village guy or beach guy. Yeah, like a chill space is way better for me. Here we open the good old aces. Queen 8-8. I have ace 10 as well. We're not gonna be holding many 8x, calling on the button. King is pretty good for my range. Again, not gonna be calling many king x on the button. King x of hearts, something like that. Gonna keep barreling, but I don't want to use an overbet. I don't think. I want to scare the queen x in his range. This also makes sense in theory, so. Is MMA Sherdog still playing? Yeah, I think he still plays. He's not active in the BTS school. I mean, we still have his coaching videos. I did receive coaching from him when he was still active in the school. But in terms of playing, like, I don't follow much the high stakes. I think he still plays, but probably somebody in the chat can prove me right or wrong. Because as I say, I don't really follow that much the poker community, so. guy in this table is really holding. Playing 50 BP APO, then post-flop I think he's quite chill. Like, I haven't seen any crazy hand. He's just mostly folding, calling and folding. So that's why I guess he's not losing that much on stack. But he's, yeah, might still be losing 100 big blinds easily. And I have it to my right, which is the best seat that you can find. Increases your EV considerably. Like, you in that seat that I'm playing, I'm likely to be making like 50% more than the worst seat that would be this one. Like, it's, yeah, so it's considerable. Pretty important to know those kind of things when you're doing table selection. Ace 8 when front open. Get 2 calls from a fishy guy. This hand doesn't have that much backdoor equity though. I think I'm gonna check back. He does bet now. And well, looking to get this guy out. So I think I'm going to raise. Yeah. And then on the river, I can either bluff this hand. Well, he can fall already. I can either turn into a bluff or get to showdown versus weak draws and win. We have a pretty tight guy. He opens 2 big blinds. We have also likely recreational over here. He's calling good here, I would say this. And I'm gonna extend it for a bit longer, but not that much. I was hoping to stack our guy Tommy D, but didn't happen, at least for now. Okay, we see a squeeze here. Pretty scary. He uses a bit of a smaller size than I would expect, but you know, the squeezing range is so nutted by these guys. So, I mean, I'm going to call because it's 9s and we are in position. Okay, now he checks. That looks pretty weak to me. Pretty ace king heavy, like overcard heavy, ace king, ace queen heavy. So I'm going to bet once. Probably twice, I was thinking. Just sizes that ace king and ace queen calls, and then check back river. I think that's the plan. Mm. I don't think we make money by calling there. We get rewarded with a good hand. Any fishy guy? Yeah, it's fishy enough. Okay, I think we're gonna close the session now. Get into the blind in the other table. So I'm gonna also see that here. So you're doing this challenge and still play your games? Yeah. I mean, if you've been following, I am only doing a couple of streams a week, Tuesday and Thursday, and I'm keeping it quite short, as you may have already noticed. But I mean, I still have time for my games. I do still do coaching. Also helping a bit in my family business. So I have a lot of things going on, but I'm still focusing on grinding. And I'm playing from, well, now it's mainly 200 to 1k that I'm playing. I played a bit of 2k, but you know, it's not my usual grind. And I play a lot of sites. I'm playing in some local sites and then international sites that you do know. I guess a classic one like it Stars 88. And those. But yeah, I prefer not disclosing exactly which sites I'm playing. Like I prefer keeping my my usual grind nickname or my usual grind identity apart. So I don't give out that much information while I'm playing here in the challenge. But yes, thank you all for being here. You've been pretty active in the chat today. That really makes the streaming experience way smoother. So thank you for that. And well, I will see you next Thursday, where we will be checking the results for the month. So it's gonna be a fun one. So yeah, I will see you there. As I always say, well, at least these last couple of streamings, I am doing a YouTube video in which I will be discussing my 2024 results. Will be showing my biggest spots played, and I'm doing a lot of editing around it so that it's entertaining and good and nice to see. So yeah, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm gonna be doing it in my own YouTube channel, so you don't miss when I upload the video, which hopefully will be next Thursday, but might not get it for then. So we'll see. Yeah, I will see you then next Thursday, and good luck at the tables, and see you soon. Bye.